Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome back to Let's Play Kirby Superstar. We have just completed the Great Crave Offensive, and now we are going to take on Milky Way Wishes. The final noticeable game on this little bulletin board. And amazingly, it has blue pins as opposed to the pink pins that every other game has, except for the minigames, and the green pins that Dynablade has. Let's go ahead and check out Milky Way Wishes. And we have a clear rate, we have to collect stars, and we have to collect items. So apparently this thing has its own series of collectibles that we need to find. Also, the difficulty is 5 stars, so this is going to be the hardest one. Milky Way Wishes. Help! You must stop the sun and moon from fighting! And we can either press X or wait here for the intro, which I'm going to do, because reasons. And there we go! We need to stop the sun and moon from fighting. And we also need to start a new game because that's all we can do at this point. Is this your first time playing Milky Way Wishes? Yes, and this info is crucial. You can't copy enemies' abilities in this game. Don't worry, there is a better way to do it. It's called the Deluxe Copy ability. By touching the Deluxe Copy characters, Kirby acquires that ability forever. This is interesting. You can select acquired abilities by pressing Start. There is no limit for using abilities. Use them as much as you want. You can select different abilities during play. Press X or left and right to cycle through. If you come to a dead end and can't break through, you must find another hidden ability. Now this is the final game. So concentrate and do your best. And that we will. And as soon as we go to the game itself, we have this little overworld map. We've got a few places that we can go. We can tackle any of these levels in any order that we want. That corner there is strangely empty. So is this corner, amazingly. But for now, we can go over here. That's where I'm going to go first. Oh, and you can't go back to Dreamland. That's not even possible. And this is Floria. And as soon as you start the game, you'll notice that all of the enemies are different colors. So that should kind of tip you off to the fact that something is not quite right. Well, some of them are. Others not so much. Also, by going through this door multiple times, you will find out that you can cycle through the different seasons. I want to go to winter first because this gives us a door right here at the beginning, and this gives us our first ability, Ice. And of course you can block with that, and of course, it's the very first one here. If at any time you need a moveset while on the pause screen, you can just press B, there you go. And you can press X to back out. We're going to stick with ice for right now, because it is the one ability that we have. And we need to go back to fall, because that's the only way we're going to be able to complete the rest of this area. There's summer. There's fall. Awesome. So, we're doing pretty well for ourselves so far. What if it were winter here, though? Ah. Well, we can't get rid of anything here this way. And we can't swallow enemies to get abilities. But, if it were, thankfully, since it is winter, we can get through that. If we were here at any other season, the current would have pushed us back. There would have been no way to get through the water. So you kind of have to freeze the water there in order to get ahead. And that was not nice of you. If only there was a way to get to that door and get the power up. Is it available anywhere else in any other season? We're definitely in springtime right now. Well, we can get there in the summer because the water here has been completely just evaporated due to the sun. There probably is a drought here as well, though. It's kind of hard to say. But we now have the fighter ability. We get to see Tag drop into water for no real reason. And we are now going... I can't believe you did that. We are now going to go back over here. Destroy you. I'm going to cycle through the seasons to get some food. Because I'm definitely going to need it. And there is a door right here. But we need to get to the other side to do that. In order to do that, we got to go through this area while it's still winter. So let's go in here. And we're going to switch it back to summer. We can now enter this door. And inside is Cutter. You might as well go ahead and use Cutter. How are we doing on abilities so far? Well, you can't really tell by how everything is set up here what order you're getting him in. I just know that I'm getting every ability that I can. And I'm waiting for you to jump up there so I can finally hit you. And we're going to have to get past another tree. We may have to wait until fall or winter. Thankfully, we can get in here while it's fall. And there you go. Hopefully, I managed to find all of the abilities. And here we get Twin Wispy Woods. Since I fought him without an ability in Revenge of Meta Knight, I'm just going to fight him with any ability that I see fit. And I'm going to throw an apple at you and do absolutely no damage. Okay, whatever. And when you complete a stage, you'll be able to get one of the 7 stars needed to power the star fountain here. The one that we've seen in the original Kirby's Dream Land. This makes an appearance, and we can use the star rod to wish for the fighting between the sun and the moon to stop. Got a little bit of time, so I might as well go ahead and go to this one. And we are now at Planet Aquilus with music from Revenge of Meta Knight, one of my favorite tracks in the game. And we're going to have to swim around and look around to find some more abilities. And of course, keep our energy topped up too. That would be a great thing. And this game is pretty generous to food, all things considered. I'm surprised. We do want to blow these up to get further ahead here. And we do want to watch out for Gordos. That is a thing that we still need to do while we are here. I say as I run right smack into a Gordo. I should have saved that food for afterwards, and maybe I shouldn't destroy that guy right above a pit. Oh well. There will be food. There will be food elsewhere. Also, this is a clue to something, I'm sure. We uncovered a door, and we get Parasol. Well, this will be nice. Interesting fact about this. The Parasol actually protects us against the exploding coconuts, which is kind of cool. And it also protects us against this Bronto Burt. Also, I am taking a lot of damage. Also, this is one of the very few weapons that we can use in the water. The other one is Hammer. That was talented. Anyway, I don't have fire. Darn it. Or anything that could light that up. That's unfortunate. And why are you still hitting me? Well, at least I can get food out of you. That's alright. We'll be coming back here, though. We will be back. And now for this section, you want to be very careful. All these bubble areas, you will fly through like you're not in water, meaning you will be jumping through them, like so. These are basically dry land, and I like the fact that Knuckle Joe is in green here. I do like some of the palette swaps that this game does. I also like the fact that they do the palette swaps in the first place. I mean, it kind of gives you this feeling that not everything is quite right. And the fact that you have to find deluxe copy abilities, the little copy statues that you've been seeing throughout the game just to get the abilities in the first place, well, that just makes it even more seemingly not quite right, but in reality, what they're doing here, kind of big fun. I feel like they did this because they wanted to put this in another game but couldn't figure out how quite to do it. So they just threw it in on Milky Way Wishes, and you know what? I like it. Also, I want to go through this door after finding a bunch of Mennonite goons. And I like the fact that this guy is beige, gold, light yellow, giving me food, leading me to even more food, I guess. Also, I am getting away from you. You are probably going to grab me. And you grab me anyway. Well, I'm going to wait for you to stop throwing fireballs, and that was absolutely close. And while he may not give you suplex, I can get the sword ability. So we can just go back, because there's no other place to go anyway. He's going to drop on me, I'm sure. No, he didn't. I'm surprised. Well, we can cut them down the sides now. And because I'm on a slope, I will not be leaping forward when I do the second slash. And in order to get out of here, we need to get rid of these guys again. Maybe. Tried to get some food, but couldn't. Oh, you can use sword in underwater, too. That's cool. And we need to go to the lower right-hand corner. And that's not where I wanted to go. If you get sent into a door, you did something wrong, and you're going to have to start over. I do know that I have to go over here and then go up to get the beam ability. Of course, I can't really use that underwater. And, of course, I have to start this whole maze over because current maze. At least all the food respawns, so that's a cool thing. And we need to go over here. We can't touch that door. And something tells me I may be taking alternate paths here to find more than just beam. That's The belief, anyway. It's been a long time since I played Milky Way Wishes. Oh, boy. You are taking me somewhere. You took me to a maximum tomato. Of course, I still have to restart, but that's alright. At least I know kinda almost instinctively where to go. But I feel like I've forgotten this part already. And I believe this is where you go if you want to end the stage. Yes, you do. And you get a ton of food for doing that, though. But if you've been playing through this maze and going through all the doors, all the food will respawn, so thoughtful but kind of sort of useless unless you're going through this in one shot. Also, here's Fatty Whale again. He's the boss of Aquilus. And I was trying not to do a dash attack, but that did not exactly work in my favor. I am going to hit him a couple times. I don't really need to hit him with the parasol itself. The little air guts that I create with it can also damage him. So I can just do it this way. Ow. Assuming I don't get hit a whole bunch. And he's gonna come out of the... Oh, no, he won't. I'll just blow wind at you to death, I guess. I was expecting him to come out of the background and make the water throw me up into the air again, but that was not the case. Anyway, we could go over here to this next planet. Looks like a cloud planet. But if you look around the world map, you'll notice that you'll see some of these stars. Some of these bigger stars show up more than once. But this big green one does not. If you press Y on it, you get sent to this hidden world. I just found this completely on accident as a kid. Didn't know why. Went through it. And then when I looked at where I was on the map and moved back, I realized that the green star was a clue. Also, you get the Great Cave Offensive in music. You get a whole bunch of tacks for this first section. You get Crash. Amazingly, if you swallow the bomb that gives you Crash, you actually get the Crash ability. You can still get Crash and Mike by swallowing enemies. That is still a thing in Milky Way Wishes, amazingly. And I'm getting you out of the way so you don't hurt me. And after going through this darkened section, we need to be ready to fly so we can get the copy ability at last. It'll be all the way up in the lower right-hand corner of the pause menu for when you want to go through abilities, and it works exactly like you would want. So in case you have a ability that you need but don't have, you can get it, which is good. And let me see here, because I can go press start and select to get out of areas that I haven't been to, or rather that I have been to. I'm gonna try this again. Also, this is Float Islands on a palette swap. That is strangely interesting, to say the least. I mean, that's honest. Obviously, that is obviously Float Islands. That is obviously Castle Lololo there in the distance. Also, I should probably use Parasol for the time being. And I'll go for the food and then try not to get hit by Gordo. Why not? And I get hit by the Gordo anyway. Well, there is a Maxim Tomato here somewhere, probably. Maybe. Maybe. I said maybe. And if you would get out of the way, that would be great. Oh, wait, I do need Parasol, though I can get the thing to begin with. That's right, it's over here. Stinks that one-ups don't respawn. That would be nice in case you needed some extra lives. Not like I nearly need any. I can get through this okay. It's a cutter. Curses. What if... Can I light this with beam? No, I can't. I tried. Wait. Yeah, you would think that would light it up, but nope. That won't light it up. I thought for sure that there would be a fire enemy here in this area, but that is not the case. Nope, it's a cutter. Do I have to go through the... There we go. Apparently, if you pause and press the shoulder buttons, L or R, you can get a prompt to go back to the map. X for yes, Y for no. And we're going to the back to the map for this. So, we need to get the fire ability before we can light that cannon and maybe get another ability. We're going to have to look for it and other abilities while going through the stages and powering up the Star Rod in the next video. Join me next time when we go through some more worlds in Milky Way Wishes. Until then, this is PrinceWatercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!